successful today. I'm going to make a lamb Madras. Lamb Madras. Alright, if you guys are looking very strangely at Facebook, I think I need to switch the camera a little bit so that you could see me on the right way. Let me just see if I could switch the camera. So sorry guys. Okay, now this is done. Alright, so it looks better, isn't it? Because the one at the Facebook, the camera is not flipping. And I think the light is not that bright either. Let me just go on the light. So guys, today I'm really busy today because today I'm actually cleaning out my apartment because starting from Monday, my first guest is coming. So I'm going to do a really quick scoping right now, and I'm going to show you how to do a lamb madras. Alright, so let me just start off with warming up the crock pot. So today I'm using this crock pot, which I really love because I only use it when I don't have enough time to cook or if I don't want to spend too much time in the kitchen. So crock pot is my savior, right? It's one of the things that I can say I can't live without, especially if you are running out of time. So over here I have a crock pot that is, I'm trying to heat it up. So it's really easy to do. It's really easy to use. I'm gonna just, I think this is too low, too high, right? Okay, I'm gonna lower this a bit so you guys can see everything, right? So this is really easy to use. As you can see, the settings, it's really basic. It's just you on it. Here's the on-off switch. What you need to do is you just make sure that you have the power on. Let me just see if I have it on. Okay, so when you switch it on, there is a settings here that you switch it on, and then the lights will turn green. So there is two settings. One is a high heat and one is the low heat. So it usually state there. And what you need to do is to set the time, decide which one you want. For me, I like to slow cook them. So usually I set them on number 1 and I just let them heat. This is going to be cooking for at least, I think it's about 5 hours for the time being, because I think 5 hours should be enough for this recipe. So let me just explain. Over here I have some lamb which I already boiled. Can you guys see? I already boiled them in some water, salt, and then you just let them boil for at least 3 to 5 minutes. Take away the stalks, and then what I did is I used a spoon and then I just remove the impurity from the surface of the stalks. Keep them covered because you want to preserve the moist, and then there you go, it's already halfway through. So what you need to do now is to, usually I have the carrots and the potato. I'm not going to put them in because the hours of cooking is far too long. It's like 5 hours of cooking, right? So I'm not going to put the potato and the carrots in first. I'm going to put them approximately 1 hour before you off the heat. So depend on individual. If you like it to be a bit hard, you can put it like 1 hour. For me, I prefer a bit hard. If you like it to be a bit softer, you can actually put them 2 hours before you serve them. So let me just explain what are the things we need here, alright? What I usually do is that I mix a mixture. These are just 1 onion with 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, and also 1.5 centimeters of ginger. I'm going to put the recipe out to my website so you can see them, and you can copy and print them. Mince them with a mixer if possible, then you get this fine texture. So this is all ready to be used. It's just onion, garlic and ginger paste. And over here I have 2 cloves of cinnamon sticks. Usually I like to put everything into the pot. I'm going to put them in the pot. And these are just bay leaf. Right? Bay leaf is very easy to get. And also, this is coriander seed. It's about 2 tablespoons of coriander seed. And also, this is gilmea. It's called gilmea. It's called turmeric, of course. Turmeric. It's about 1 teaspoon. And over here I have some chili pepper. My family doesn't like too spicy, so I'm just using about half a teaspoon of chili pepper. Just half a teaspoon. And also over here I have some black pepper. You can quit black pepper if you think it is too spicy. And also whole black pepper. I have about 1 teaspoon over here. Put everything in. And also this is called the what do you call that? We call that the kumbrok. It means the recipe is inside. It's very difficult to pronounce. It's in Indian, but if you don't have this, it's fine too. It's called fan yugi. It's like a rectangular size, the shape. It's really tiny. Let me just give you a close-up look so you can see how it looks like. So this is how it looks like on both Facebook and YouTube. Can you guys see? Alright, so you need about, actually the recipe called for quite a lot, but I'm not going to use that much because I don't like this flavor too much. Just enough will do. Just 1 teaspoon of this. And also mustard seed. Again, if you don't have mustard seed, it's not the end of the world because this mustard seed doesn't really contribute to the taste, but if you have, put them. And also fennel seeds, about 1 tablespoon. And also here I have cumin, about 1 teaspoon of cumin. And lastly, I'm going to put the dried salt. So usually I put all the dry ingredient into this pot and I just, mix them around. Oh, my hand, I forgot to use my what do you call that, my spoon. I'm going to get a spoon. I don't want to use this one for the spoon. Let me just quickly jump and get my spoon ready. So I'm going to just put everything in. Give this a mix. Alright, so everything is done. So I'm going to just, you see, I can feel that the hot pot is starting to heat up by now. So just don't worry. Just make sure that you have like a protecting layers on your table in case, it all depends on your type of crock pot. Because the stand, sometimes the stand is quite close to the table. You can get burned. So try to put something to protect your table. But now I'm feeling that the table is protected because my stand is quite high. So I'm just going to give this a mix around. And so if you're watching replay and if you are sending me any questions, I will be answering you, but maybe not immediately because this week has been really busy week for me. I have so many things that needed to be done. So I just let this cover and I just let them heat up a little bit. And then before I do that, before I end this thing, what I need to do is, usually I like to wash this again, but today I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to I just already boiled them in the water, so I'm not going to do that. So if you can, alright, if you can and if you have time, let this cook in a crock pot, the spice, for at least 3-5 minutes because you want to just fragrance this. But today I don't have the time. If I have the time, I would have done that. But I'm going to just add the broth in. Alright, I'm going to add about 1 liter of broth into this seasoning. And remember the broth the water that I used to boil the lamb meat, I actually reuse it. So this is the broth. But if you don't have that, if you don't like the idea, you can always buy the beef or lamb broth from the supermarket. So just let this, it's almost done. So I'm going to just cover them, and I'm going to explain to you later how to use this crock pot. Alright, but now I'm just going to speed up the video quickly so that you can see how this is being prepared. So I'm going to be doing another live streaming later at 17 CET today when the lamb Madras is done. Usually I don't like to put the coconut milk or the tomato in here first, because I always feel that if you cook tomato or the coconut milk for too long, you get this really strange layer of fat on top of your curry. So usually I just boil them with water, and when it comes to the surface, well, all you need to do is to cover them, and it's done. Wait for about 4 hours, and later when it is 4 hours, then you cut the potato and the carrots into pieces, and you put them in and let them boil for another 1 hour. I usually recommend this for people who are really busy, don't have time to cook, and also, you know, if you're running out of ideas, because there's a lot of crockpot ideas on the internet. You can just click onto crockpot recipe on Google's. You will see a lot of recipes, and this is really good if you don't have time like myself today, because I'm clearing out my apartment. And some of you has been writing to me. I'm just gonna flip the camera up a little bit so you can see my face. Excuse me, my hair is a bit messy today. Ooh. Okay, so today what will happen in my house today is that I'm clearing up and moving out to the summer house, and I will be cleaning the house the whole day. This is why I'm doing this crock pot, so that this will do my work, and when I am done, hungry in the evening, so this is all ready. And the same for you guys. If you don't have time to cook, and if you are busy, you know, you want to come home to a good big pot of hot meal, this is the one. This is the one technique that you can use, and it's really safe. And for me, I usually likes to use that to make stew, something that are easy to make, easy to cook, especially meat, because meat is very nice when it's slow cooking. And also some curry, curry and stew and soup even. Sometimes I can even make congee and all kinds of things, and you can even bake with this crock pot. The only thing for this is this model, I don't really like it, because I just realized that as you guys can see, this is actually made of ceramics, right? So I have found on Amazon there are a few models that are really good from crockpot, and they have this glass lid where you can see. You don't have to open this, because when you open this, you lose the temperature, and then it has to start all over again. You have to recook. It feels like, you know, it's the energy, the temperature is not consistent. So it's better if you buy the one with the glass lid, and possible with the thermometer. And with the thermometer, why I say that is good, because when you have the thermometer in, especially if you're cooking like a goose or a geese or a chicken or duck, something, a ham, and you want to make sure that the temperature is consistent. So the thermometer will help to regulate the temperature, so you know that if your meat are overcooked or not. So which is really good. And don't worry, if you are looking for that, go check out my website. I will try to put up the link later when I end this live streaming, where you can find crockpot at my website. I have put out a few, and I have handpicked a few which I really like, and I hope that I can get one of these days. We'll see. So that's it. As I said, this is going to be a double live streaming today at 17 CET, the same time, the same place, YouTube and Facebook. I will be doing a live streaming again to show you how this look like. All right. Uh, I'm so happy because this morning, we received another booking from Germany. There are 4 people that are coming and visit us in Skellefteå. I think my booking is, like I said, is almost full up to middle of July, but there are still room after middle of July, and also LG's place there are still room for June and July. But beginning of July can be a little bit tough because our guests might want to extend their stay, so we might have to reserve a few days in case they want to reserve and extend. And we want to do that because we want to offer a service to our guests, because we don't want them to pack their bag and go and find somewhere, which is really difficult, because this is not a really good great way to do that, because the chances is you might not be able to find your place, because during June, July, August is the busiest time in this area, where every weeks we have like event, some kind of big event. We have tournaments that is starting in July, and then towards the end of June we have this very big festival. It's called Start Festen, which will carry out, which will be held in a few days, and this again is a very peak season. And also towards the end of August, the 28th to the 3rd of September, is a very big food festival here in the north of Sweden. In fact, this is the only food festival in north of Sweden. And usually there's a lot of people come in, and the hotel are usually overbooked, and there are not enough place for people to stay. So that's why we are thinking about this idea. And for my case and LG's case, our apartment are still available for the food festival. If you guys are interested, go and click onto the link below. I just put them in, and go and check it out, the date. And if you can make it, I hope to see you. All right. So guys, I hope to see you later. Bye bye. Bye. Facebook, YouTube.